Oh, good morning, my children. What a beautiful Monday morning it is as we welcome you to Mornings with Sly the Chief rocking Police Week J in your neighborhood. What a Monday morning. And you know, somebody was saying, uh-oh, here comes the silly season again. I was like, don't be like that. Come on. It's too early in the game. We're just getting started again today after 2 months of holiday of our children don't having to take them to school or to worry about the traffic here and there because we have to take them to the different schools. Oh, already I see my bus drivers out there. I see my school bus operators are out there and they are maneuvering and they are following the rules and regulations of driving. When they have to pick people up, they put on their lights, they pull to the side. We ought to stand up and wait until they do what they do and move off before we try anything. Do not try to play Speedy Gonzales and cause some kind of a problem today. It is too early in the game, my children. Okay, I am pleading right now to all of our drivers out there. Be responsible today. Be professional about it, okay? Beautiful. All right, well, how was your weekend? Oh, you had a great weekend? I had a great one, too. Some very sad news. But God is wonderful. He gives us strength. Yes, He does give us strength. You know, and let me tell you all something out there, children, as you're listening right now to your chief rocker, okay? Look, procrastination, there's a thing they call procrastination. Another way would be procrastination. Procrastination. Hmm? You hear him? You're procrastinating the whole nation. You understand? Okay, so let us think about that word, procrastination. Oh, Lord. Because I procrastinated for the whole of last week, and before that, maybe about a week and a half, I've been thinking about St. Lucia and, you know, my best friend who owns his own radio station, who used to work with me here in Antigua on the other radio station that I used to work on. I used to work in the mornings, and he used to work in the afternoons. I remember when he got started, I remember how I trained him up and how we got together and we sat down as young broadcasters and really studied the whole industry, you know, yeah. And that time came when he had to make that move, which, you know, he did. And I felt so happy for him and so elated. And then he went on to school to study more. And then he went back home to St. Lucia to work. And he worked at the Radio St. Lucia for a while. And then that time came when he moved out on his own and opened up his own radio station in St. Lucia. Rev Up Radio in the morning. And guess what? I was laughing to myself just the other night when I saw the frequency of his radio station in St. Lucia. I couldn't help but chuckle. I was saying, my goodness, the frequency that he transmits on in St. Lucia is the same frequency that his old radio station that he used to work on transmits on, 97.1. But back in the day when he was at the other radio station, it was 1100 a.m., you understand. Yeah, and I was, you know, like, you know, you're home alone and you're in there. I looked on his Facebook page and I said, look, I don't have to really, you know, add you as a Facebook friend. I have your WhatsApp number. I have your number. We talk ever so often, so I don't need to touch that. And a voice inside of me said, give him a call now. And I said, look at the time. It's a little late right now, so maybe I shouldn't call him at this moment in time. And I didn't, and I procrastinated, and I waited, and I was there, like I said, thinking about, you know, me being myself and Ira Cochran. We call him Madness. Ira Cochran and me and Kenny Nibbs and him, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, in my mind saying we should, you know, maybe drop in on him and surprise him, you know, maybe in October, God spare our life, when I take my vacation. All those things I had in my mind. And guess what? He passed on Friday. Oh. Oh. So you know how that makes you feel. I could have called. I could have had my last conversation with him, but who knows? God's will be done. You know, but I procrastinated. Now I'm sitting here saying, if I could, I would, I should. Yeah, I know. If I could, I would, I should. I know that song. One of my favorite songs to always keep me on track is If I Could, I Would, I Should. And I really should have called him, but I procrastinated. So this morning, I'm asking and I'm pleading to us, stop the procrastination if you do that, because it really leaves you in pain. I could have had the last conversation, and I know it, God knows it to my heart, that I said to myself, give him a call, and I procrastinated, and he died on Friday. I'm talking about Tony Paul, the Groove Master. I don't know if you guys remember that name and the experience that he left on Antigua, Barbuda, and the Eastern Caribbean. Yes, it was Tony Paul, the Groove Master, in the afternoon. We had David Gans, also what a combination we had. You couldn't stop that radio station back in the day. No way, Jose, I say. Yeah, I lost my very best friend, Tony Paul. We used to call him on WTP Radio back in the day, the Groove Master. Chief Rocker, Groove Master, yeah, Kenny Nibs the Freak. Oh, man. And David Gines just super mind blow. Oh, mama. Look, I tell you, some memories. And let me stop now before I get back in some real deep memories and go knock myself out here this good-looking Monday morning. But God is wonderful. I loved him. Oh, my goodness, I adored him. That was my boy. That was my boy. When I listened to him, I said, listen to my boy. Listen to my boy. But I lost him on Friday. But God never takes and don't replace. Ooh, God never takes and don't replace. Let's go pray to him now, children. Come on.
Teach us, guide us. Will you show us how to find your love, my Lord? Show us, guide us. Will you show us how to find your love, sweet Lord?
Father, thank you so very much for life, spirit, for health, for strength, for another opportunity at redemption, Father, and your mercies that are everlasting. Father, please continue to guide, God, and protect us throughout this day and forever. And Father, please keep us from harm and danger, those seen and those unseen. And Father, I'm also asking you, please, to forgive me of my sins, those seen and those unseen. And Father, please, put a bit and a bridle on my mouth this morning. Keep me from speaking guile in your wonderful holy name. And Father, I pray that you will use my lips to do thy will. Once again, Father, I beseech you, please, stretch your healing hands over this nation of ours, Antigua, Barbuda, because, Father, oh, Father, we need your healing power now more than ever before. And Father, please work a miracle in our lives. Open our blind eyes so that we can start focusing in on you, Father, and realize that you are the only source for salvation, and nothing and no man on earth is. And with that, we say thanks now, Father, in your wonderful holy name, through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Sweet Lord.
All right, my pickaninny on that. Well, good morning, my children. Hello. It's school time today. The party time is over. Yes, all the playing, everything is all over. Now, time for that brain. Clear. You should have cleared that brain out since last night or since Saturday. Over the weekend, you should have done that, because this morning you should be going out there with a clear mind, expecting anything and everything, because that is the way of the world. That is why Mom and Dad will sit you down in that house, and sometimes even driving in a vehicle with you right now and relating to you and telling you things that they know that you don't know, because you haven't been there. You haven't trod that road as yet. They have many, many, many times and are still trotting there. So they can afford to tell you they're qualified enough to let you know what time it is and what's happening in today's world. Because I don't know if you realize what's happening. They are running today's world, so to speak. Not you yet. You're just acquainted with some of the well, you think you are acquainted with the systems that they have out there. If you only know, if your little self only know what's in the background of all that, you would puke your stomach out, my children. Listen to your Uncle Sly J when he talks to you, okay? Yes, sir. But it's not easy out there. Those devices, I know. That's how it is. We used to use slates back in the day. Slates is a hard little thing, and we used to use a kind of a chalk in it, and that was our book back in the days. And then we moved from chalk and to paper and pen. And not just pen, to fountain pen. And from all that now, we're through with paper. as the system is planned, yes, it's a nice system, well, neatly put together. Don't think it just happened by chance. I keep telling you, my children, it's not happening by chance. It is well orchestrated, and they got you just where they want you, right there. Right there. See where you are right now? Look at that. You're driving and your mind is on that. Wait until you reach in the office, now, man. Oh, my goodness. You see? They got us. Yeah, not us necessarily. I'm trying to get myself untangled. You know, I'm watching it from a distance, although I'm in it, but not of it. Yes, sir. I love that. You can be, God said that. You can be in it, but not of it. Let's give him his praises. Where's Claudette?
He gave us life. He gave us strength and so many other things. But most precious to me, he gave us all special talents. And for that, we want to give him thanks and praise, because with him, no matter what you do, he's always there to guide and protect you, as he promised. So I want to use my special talent to thank him.
As long as I have life, I'll make a sacrifice to trust in Jesus Christ. As long as I have life, as long as I shall live, I'll learn how to forgive. In thee, Lord, I shall live. In thee, Lord, I shall live. I will bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. He's a guide and my shield. He's my everything. He's the only one I have. In him I put my trust, yes, I depend. He's my sword, my shield, my God, my ever-living conqueror. Well, he wake me up in the morning and he set me on my way. He's my strength, my strength, my strength, my guide. And that's what I gotta say. I will bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Yeah, yeah. Holy name.
Water works wonders. Don't waste it. Every drop counts. Preserve it. Water works wonders. Don't waste it. Every drop counts.
a timely message on water conservation from APUA.
Great news! My iNet Home and Business online platform is ready to serve you. Visit myinethome.apua.ag to view your iNet home internet and landline bills, make payments, and manage your account details. To sign up, visit myinethome.apua.ag and get a recent bill to fill in your required details. Look out for more exciting updates from iNet Home in 2025. We're just getting started.
Start the countdown. Get ready, guys. Here we go now. Okay, you got the message? All right, then. Let's go on over to APUA and say good morning and hi to Anazet. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Sound bright.
Yes.
Yes. Like some of them businesses, you sound bright. I did the same kind. You see, people just like to start a lot of things in this country, in this world, you know?
Oh, boy.
Good morning. Could you hold on? That's it. Good morning. Hi, darling. You sound bright this morning. What all of that for? Well, Lord. That look at alto, you know, man. I there go on like a singing alto, you know.
Oh, boy.
Throwing gas on the fire. That's what you want to do. Anyways, you talk to me this month. What happened? I planned this over the weekend. The other night, my electricity came off, and I called you. And from the time my electricity came off, I said, Anazet, anytime she up to she badness said she ever passed through my village, she lock off the cord before she... Oh, I couldn't help. I had a chuckle at my veranda in the darkness, and perhaps my neighbors thought I was going off. Well, of course, they know that I'm here sometimes and I'm not the other times, you know. Yeah, man, but that was funny. I was saying, Anna said, lock off the electricity, you know. She up to some badness today, you know, warm for she lock off the current. Talk to us. How are things looking today?
Good. So that was a fault that happened within the Belmont substation.
Okay.
And so all the feeders that are served from the Belmont substation experienced an outage on Saturday night.
Okay.
Unplanned, of course. So the emergency technicians, they had to deal with that. So we do apologize about that. That was an unplanned emergency outage.
All right.
So still with electricity for today, there's some planned maintenance outages that will be happening during the course of this morning and this afternoon. Between 8:30 to 11:30 this morning, a section of Epicurean Drive in the vicinity of Medical Surgical Associates, also a section of Buckley's and a section of Lower Seaview Farm. They will be interrupted between 8:30 to 11:30. Between 1:30 until 3:30 this afternoon, a section of Cedar Valley, that's in the vicinity of Tower Road. Of course, it's a reminder that these planned outages, they are a part of the continuous line and pole maintenance program. It also allows for the line workers to do these maintenance activities safely, and that is very important to us. Now, in the event of any unplanned outage, any emergency faults, those can be reported to 311 Sly. 311, that's the number for any information in regards to faults or unplanned interruption.
Thank you. I get the message. Now call that. All right.
311. 311. They're always available 24 hours, 7 days per week. I didn't say that, but in the event that I am not available, someone will always answer your call at 311.
Okay, dear.
All right?
Yes, dear.
So, the mobile center today, it will be in the Caribbean Cinemas Complex on Faisal Road from 9 until 1 p.m. this afternoon, accepting payments for any of your APUA bills, as well as your iNet top-ups. No major disruptions from the water business unit. I know of an isolated area that is leading into 5 islands. Apart from that, in terms of our production facilities, our station, booster station, major transmission lines, there isn't anything to report on for that. But someone is always available at 211 if you do need to make any reports in regards to your water supply service, leak, or anything like that. So, and that will bring it to an end of this morning's update. We spoke about Buckley. We spoke about the Belmont outage, and also yesterday there was an outage on the Sweets number 2 feeder. So those from Roman Hill up to Falmouth area, they also experienced an unplanned outage yesterday. And I also want to acknowledge that as well, that was an unplanned outage.
All right.
All right?
All right, my dear, thank you very kindly for this morning's report. Something had you over the weekend. You can't even remember what you're here for, huh? I mean, those things have that kind of effect, whatever you think I'm talking about. But anyways, have yourself a beautiful Monday, my dear, okay?
You too, and we'll connect again tomorrow morning.
All right, good. Oh, children, it is now, 25 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock here on WTP FM in Antigua. Hey, I'm going to pump myself up with some music right now, and then when we return, we're going to be rapping to my pal, Mr. Hurst, right here on WTP FM. Hello, pump me up now, little boy. Pump me up. Morning, sweetheart, in your KK self, you. Oh, Lord, you gonna kill them, man. Minute. Look. Karen, kill them, Karen. Oh, Lord, talk to them, the Karen. Don't be here no more. I am here, man. Hey, you're too enough. Police Sly J, you're too enough. That is, okay, all right. Thank you. At least only 2. You're lucky that minute 3, 4 enough. I mean, if 1, 2 enough have you that way, suppose I was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 enough. Oh, my goodness. Let's go say good morning to one who is not enough at all. Who is as humble as a humble pie. But when you go lie down, be careless and shut your eye.
You become a poet.
Oh, I'm one of all kind of things. It seems like sometimes. I wonder sometimes, how did you get there? I said, well, I'm being guided by the Father. Anyways, how was your weekend, sir? Good morning and welcome aboard.
Well, just take a look at the front page of today's Point Express.
Oh, I think I saw you somewhere.
And you see a photograph of the Honorable Melford Nicholas.
Oh, right, yes. And yes, PVD Caribbean Antigua Limited celebrating 20 years.
Yes.
And you were there.
Yes, I was there. I was there with Mrs. Ralph. You see Mrs. Ralph in the lower right corner? She's the general manager of PDP Caribbean.
Oh, that's my niece, yes. You were there? What? You was there with who?
Mrs. Ralph.
I can look alike, no, but careful now. Not you. When it comes to the one day, I blight you from A to Z. Or do you prefer Z? Which one? Z or Z, you say?
Neither.
That is my beautiful, gorgeous, educated, sophisticated, God-fearing niece. Look at her.
Yes.
You could see God's blessings pouring out of her because she trusted Him. Yes, my dear. So how was it, Mr. Hurst? Talk to me.
Well, Saturday night we celebrated the 20th anniversary of PDV.
What is this PVD, just for the sake of those who might not understand what we're talking about, PDV? What the dickens is that PVD?
Well, the Venezuelans made an arrangement with Antigua and Barbuda and other countries in the Caribbean back in 2005 when the price of oil skyrocketed. And what they said was this, what the agreement between Venezuela and ourselves says is this. We buy oil from Venezuela, oil products, and if the oil product exceeds $100 a barrel, the amount that exceeds $100 goes into a special account. And that account will be drawn upon by using three different methods, at the very least. One of them is to reduce the cost of electricity to households. So elderly citizens every month get a chit for $100 to reduce the cost of electricity to their household.
Just a question, not disturbing you stupidly, but how elderly do you have to be eligible?
I believe it was 60 at the time when it started. Because
oh dear, I'm 40. I'm 49.
Yeah, retirement age was 60. So it was 60.
So a 60-year-old can do that? Can go get PVD?
Yes, you get.
But you have to be. How do you qualify?
By being 60.
Just by being 60, so you can have a good job, a paying job, and 60 you can go and get PVD?
Well, the idea is to help those who are in need.
Oh, that's what we try to get at.
Yeah, but...
you don't have to go any further because, hey, I would just go and get mine, whether I have a good salary or not. We'll take off the knot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But and that is something good for us.
The government has a zero hunger program as well. And each month, the government of Antigua and Barbuda distributes millions of dollars worth of vouchers to families that are in need. So those families can indeed purchase food. There's an arrangement with about 10 or 12 supermarkets. They accept the vouchers. They look like cash, but they have the signature of 20 government officials on them. And you can't copy them because they're printed on special paper and so on.
Okay.
And and they help to provide for those who are in need. Now, we're virtually stopped buying oil products from Venezuela because of the difficulty in paying. The United States, with its sanctions on Venezuela, have made it very difficult. And so Venezuela sells oil on another market using other methods of payment.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Okay, then, PVD.
But the programs continue, though. That's
okay, and it's a beautiful program, and it helps people who are in need in my neighborhood in Antigua. I must give it the thumbs up.
Right.
And all last week and the week before, we've been here, you and I too, all last week and the week before, we've been, telling the people when to go and what time and what number and, what letter, so they can go and pick up their cards. So I'm sure that they all have their cards now. So that is good stuff. And let me say good morning to my niece. I like to call her Miss PVD Kareem. Good morning. Call your uncle after work, okay? Anything after 9:30, call your uncle. All right? Because some of them that you walk with go places. You listen to your uncle. Them kind of people, they walk. Not good people. Oh, Lord.
She has a nice husband, very nice.
I know, of course. Of course. I had to put him through a fine-tooth comb. You're drunk, Mr. Hurst. Me no drink rum. So we all try.
Longer than you and I have ever stayed married.
Yeah?
She's been married for a longer period of time than you and I have ever stayed.
Oh, you put me in you and I? You see why I hate Howie? Thank you very much, Lord. That is the reason why. My peoples, did you just hear that? That is the reason why for years you've been hearing your chief rocker saying, I hate the word are we. And that is an Antiguan word, are we, which means all of us. Are we simply means all of us. So you see, like a while, are we want to put me in no. I say she's been married longer than you and I have been. Me, all of a sudden, you and I. Mr. Harris, I tell you, your pooper, when you hear my father done with your father, say, Mr. Harris, but tell you this one, the pooper they have right now, you know. Okay. All right. Well, we celebrated 20 years, and a nice photo here with you and my man from Rockersville, Mr. Nicholas, the Honorable Nicholas. Yeah, a lovely picture here. And, well, I see Sir Rodney sitting here.
Let me explain that Minister Nicholas is a minister with responsibility for PDP.
Oh, okay.
Under the Constitution of Antigua and Barbuda, every sector that is a part of government must be assigned to a minister. Every sector.
Okay.
Right. And so in his portfolio,
PDP.
Right. I mean, he has the utilities, APUA.
Yes.
And he also has information and technology. It's a heavy ministry he has.
Okay. You see all them kind of something he want to do?
Yeah.
And a tree he won. Go ahead.
Yeah. And by the way, when he spoke in Parliament 10 days ago about the was it maybe 1 week ago, last week Monday, about the $75 million investment which is being made in Jolly Beach that will become the property of Social Security system. I thought it was one of the best orations that Mr. Nicholas has made. He's made many, but I just thought this one was compact. There was an agreement that they will speak for, I think it was 20 minutes each. So it was compact, and he got straight to the point. And attempts to divert him away from his message did not succeed.
No.
Yeah.
You see why we trust our whole constituency and our existence in his hands.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have replayed it several times on our own program, Taking Stock, and then on Wednesday nights on Fire and Steel. And if you listen up again on Wednesday night, I will play it once more because I see they're trying to make mischief.
Okay.
I don't understand.
And I'm sure on Tuesday night. I'm sure on Tuesday night I'll hear it too.
Yeah, very likely. But for sure, they're trying to make mischief. The debate is over, The act is done. Social Security will indeed receive the Jolly Beach property as part of the payment.
How much Jolly Beach property would you say cost? If you mean for find out how much that would cost.
Well, a paper was put out, a paper about 20 pages was put out by Prime Minister Gaston Brown. He says that one of the problems you have with the United Progressive Party is that it hasn't published anything. You have some newspaper articles appearing from time to time, but some of them are just real kind of crazy and so on. But when you have something as important as this, you must indeed put pen to paper and demonstrate to those who are willing to read that the future of Social Security is being enhanced by the action taken.
Okay.
So Parliament, of course.
That is how you see, that is how we do math these days. You see, just like how Mr. Hearst is. I ask him how much Jolly Beach cost, and you notice how he started, and when by the time he's finished, we got a full understanding of what's going on here. Not just tell me it costs $150 million.
Right. So we know that there are 37 acres of prime beach land.
Woo-hoo.
Right, and we know that even a quarter acre of beach land down at Jolly Beach is sold for
$500 a square foot.
Right. I sold for significant sums. As a consequence, it could be valued, at an amount that reflects not only the 75 million that will be.
Let me ask if me just want to answer my question. Demi no going up.
Yeah.
Right there, I was going. Go ahead, Mr. Hurst.
So the buildings and land, valued at more than $100 million, and you plow additional monies in by creating new rooms. I think the plan is to create at least 200 new rooms, and also to ensure that several of the rooms are refurbished.
Okay.
And they're going to plow almost more than $500,000 in refurbishing each room. And when you look at the kind of investment and the likely return, you know that Social Security is in good hands.
Okay.
Anyway,
So, one question before you go there. So, Social Security now owns Jolly Beach.
Well,
so to speak.
After, more or less.
Yes.
The final ink has not yet been...
Well, after gazetted and all that, yes.
Correct. But yes, Social Security will have in its asset column...
Over $100 million in assets, plus whatever money that make their Jolly Beach, how you hold that?
Correct.
Okay.
The pockets, all the pockets.
So that's how it be?
That is what it is.
Again, you know the chief. You know how police, they say police no weak. But when I talk about W-E-A-K, me talk about W-E-E-K. That's what we mean when I say police weak. All right? That's what me come. Right. So, again, so now you going to take up from $75 million out of Social Security and put them in a Jolly Beach?
No, they know that is not the way. That is not how it should be done.
Mr. Hurst, I know wicked in this country, Mr. Hurst. I have to be Antiguan with this one. You know what I mean, Mr. Hurst? In Antigua, I know wicked no. Where you wait for?
Yes.
Where you wait for?
I know.
No last part. Let me say, I know wicked no.
What?
Oh. Mr. Hurst, you are the best. I tell you. I mean, you see why? I mean, you see why last week you got frightened when I talk about machete and all that kind of stuff? Don't hear the machete. Don't hear the cutlass. You know we don't preach that kind of stuff. We don't advocate for that kind of stuff. But you know it's a point I'm making. You know, stop lying to us politicians. I'm going to use you here, although you don't, Mr. Hurst, but me use you, yeah. Top light out, Mr. Hurst. This not necessarily mean physical.
Yeah,
but one of these days I'll go put our machete across our back.
We don't have to...
And you know the machete that all of a walk around and now don't use them all of a walk around and show nigga?
No, I don't know what to do.
Oh, you don't know how? Put our hand in the ink and show our finger all over now done what? Oh, Mr. Hurst, you say you're 100 meters runner. You run mile.
Show me your voting finger.
Oh, okay, then, all right. So keep me to drive the cutlass across your back. Top lie to me, tell me the truth, let me understand. Let me make up my mind if it's good or bad for me and my country.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Hey, anything sweeter than two intelligent parties, let's say, a government, the government side, and an opposition that is intelligent, that is in tune with us, which is prepared. I wish we had one. Just to keep me in check, Mr. Hurst, that's all. Sometimes we need to be in check. Let's not fool ourselves here. You know, I wish we had one like that. Nothing is sweeter than that, to sit at home and hear them really argue the points that are being tabled in the House.
Yeah.
Rather than all the stupid rhetoric that you hear when you listen to our parliament on the other side. You know, I mean, Mr. Hurst, you might stop those nonsense. If it's one thing I'm glad for, the younger generation that are coming up, our youth parliament, they're watching you all. If you all could only hear what's going on in their minds when they're sitting down there watching you all. Boy, if we could only read their minds, y'all would run out of the parliament.
Yeah.
Y'all would run them by, murder! I run out to Indy. If you could only know what's going through those young people's minds. This is what we're really coming here for. You know, in this world today, this is what we're coming here for. Then look at 1914 ignorance in 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Anyways, Mr. Hurst, my nephew is in Addis Ababa.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister is in Addis Ababa. You know, I tell you, go look for your Uncle Grave.
Haley?
Yes, I told him, make sure you go look for your uncle's grave. He related, you know. He's from the lineage.
From the lineage, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you, make sure you go and look for your uncle grave. And he asked me if I have any message to send when you go. But tell everybody, I say howdy. And if they ask when I'm coming back, I say, well, as soon as AP start Friday.
Yeah.
But
right.
our Prime Minister, just for the sake of folks who don't know, right now he's at the second African Caribbean Summit held in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, again, indicating that reparations is not a result of any kindness, but rather something that is owed to the people of the Caribbean, given the history.
That is why he's saying here, let us not be paralyzed in action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there are two interesting pieces of literature that I read when I was a youngster that continue to be very relevant. Walter Rodney.
Sir Walter Rodney.
Sir Walter Rodney, yeah. He wrote how Europe underdeveloped Africa. And it's still very relevant because it tells the story of how the Europeans became very wealthy. And the Africans, on the other hand, were made poor precisely because of the policies they adopted of extracting wealth from the African continent to build up wealth in Europe. And it's with meticulous certainty. He demonstrates how each of these countries in Europe became very wealthy, exploiting African resources and African labor. They used to chop off the hands of African people if they didn't bring enough rubber.
Wow.
For the king of Belgium. You understand? The kind of wickedness.
Well, imagine if your teeth and they catch you.
Well,
I mean, if you're going to get your hands chopped off for not bringing enough rubber for the king, imagine if your teeth into the kingdom.
Well, I don't treat it lightly. What I mean is...
okay, all right, okay.
That they became very wealthy, exploiting Africa's resources, both its natural resources and its human resources.
Up to now.
And then, they moved millions of people from the African continent to the Caribbean.
Up to now.
Died on the way because they had us fat like sardines.
Oh, yeah. Don't remind me, Mr. Hurst. That put me in a kind of mood.
Yeah. It took a long time to cross the Atlantic. And they had people tied in chains and bracelets next to each other so that even if you wanted to go to the bathroom...
What bathroom? The bathroom right there. If you want your king to wash it out, just some water and you splash out.
Right.
That's it.
It was a horrible journey.
Oh, horrible? Huh.
And Eric Williams wrote Capitalism and Slavery. I think that these two, if you don't read any others,
those two.
And Slavery. Yeah, and Walter Rodney, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa.
Oh, yeah.
And there are others now, and
the rest of the world, yeah.
Yeah, more recent writers have added their writings to the collection of histories that point to the kind of exploitation which took place. But nevertheless, our Prime Minister is indicating that it is time for us to take some action.
Of course, chat, and I do nothing.
Right. So, as you know, we have made an arrangement with Airpeace, and Airpeace now has the controlling command of Liat Airways, and Liat is flying to places like Montego Bay and Panama and so on, and down to Guyana, and we are looking to enter the United States, not just Puerto Rico or U.S. Virgin Islands, but also Florida. So that Liat, as Prime Minister once said, cannot grow itself out of the limitations of size, which the Caribbean market allows, but must look to bigger markets. And so with Earpiece, we're looking to ways of increasing not only the scope of LIAT's flights, but also the revenue that will come from going to faraway places and bringing passengers to places like Antigua and St. Kitts and Dominica and so on.
All right.
So,
Okay.
so we're not limiting LIAT to just the Leeward Islands or the Windward Islands. No. We're going far and wide.
Miami soon, Mr. Hurst. Miami soon.
Well, Florida for sure.
Well, Florida.
Yeah.
From the time you say, nigga, no worry, say Florida nowadays. Now, from time up there, Miami like he represent Florida in a whole.
Yeah. Well, Fort Lauderdale is not so far.
Me understand, but you know, here nigga talk about Fort Lauderdale and them places there. Like how they talk about everything in Miami. I know they had Deltona, I know they had Orlando, I know they had Jacksonville, I know they have all over. But when you hear anybody talk about Florida, the only place they talk about fast is Miami.
Yes, but I don't want to misrepresent.
I'm not doing that either, Mr. Hurst.
So I just want to be sure that they've said Florida, and I believe part of the reason is the cost of landing at Miami International Airport is much greater
than
if you land in
Orlando or maybe Fort Lauderdale or one of those.
Right. So I think that they might be aiming at.
Okay, all right. But you see, you're right, Mr. Hurst. You're correct when it comes to that because you can't just say Miami because, Miami seems to be the representative state in Florida. You have to make sure because, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, now, school is opening up today, right? It's already open.
The government schools opened this morning, yes.
What to the other day when they open?
Well, private schools opened last week.
Oh, okay. Well, you say like the government schools are open today, and maybe the other schools will open whenever they feel like. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
They opened last week, and the director of education is suggesting that they're going to have some changes.
That's what he means when he said transformative?
Yes.
Okay, then.
He says some of them are influenced by decisions taken internationally.
Okay, me now. Internationally.
Right. And some regionally.
So can't think for ourselves. No more.
It's a combination. You see, for example, Sly J, I want to give you an example. The United Nations Development Program, UNDP, publishes something it calls a Human Development Index. They measure the country's performance in education. Now, in order to do that, there has to be a certain uniformity. Right. So when they measured Antigua, Sly J,
what did I say about Aria?
We were number 53. That's ahead of Barbados, ahead of the Bahamas, ahead of Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua and Barbuda.
Hey, look, we're really puppets, when I think about it. But go ahead, Mr. Hurst. You explain to us. But when I think about it, we're puppets. Who write the rules? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, you go ahead. We know what I mean.
Okay.
And others in the world understand what I mean. You go ahead.
I'm trying to get to your audience. And what they do, is try some uniformity in the measurement so that they're not comparing apples with oranges or sugar apples with bananas, right? Yeah. So a certain kind of uniformity. So that's why he speaks about international, because they're going to be measuring Antigua and Barbuda's performance. By the way, when the UNDP looked at the Antiguan model, where we actually set aside a fraction of the education budget by way of the Board of Education and the 2.5% that both employer and employee will pay into the Board of Education. They recommended that model to developing countries. I was in Chile one year, and
did you walk with your court?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Up there in Chile, you can't go up there and say, you go to Chile and you feel cold. Because you don't know Chile, you go walk with something to keep you warm.
Yes, actually, it's in the southern hemisphere, and when we have winter in the northern hemisphere, they have summer because the Earth tilts because of the tilt. At any rate, I was in Chile one year and discovered that in the budget for Chile, the military gets a percentage. It doesn't matter what the how the economy grows and so on. The military gets a percentage of the budget. That is how important they regard the military. Well, in Antigua and Barbuda, we provide for the Board of Education by way of a special tax. Well, they don't call it a tax, a levy, education levy.
Yeah.
And that levy goes towards education. Because let me tell you something. Even though you have a budget and monies enter into the coffers of the Treasury of Antigua and Barbuda, there can be no guarantee that the amount which you budgeted is the amount that each ministry will receive after all, because there are going to be times when the amounts that are collected will fall and times when they will rise.
Yes.
So during the tourism months, say November, December, within a year, you can expect the collections to go up. You understand? But then when it comes to June and July and
slow
August,
period, we call it.
Right. The amounts that you collect will decline. But that does not mean that your Department of Education or the Ministry of Education doesn't need the money during that time. It needs the money, okay? So that's why setting aside a certain sum, like we do under the Board of Education, is just a miraculous way to solve many of the difficulties that schools experience. And even if you do that, I remember the principal of Princess Margaret School saying that he needed a small sum of money so that he could fix little things. So when a pipe is broken, for example, instead of waiting for
the Ministry of Public Works to come over, he called one plumber, and the plumber fix them quick, and he can pay the plumber.
That's correct. You know, you can buy the supply and so on, because there was a time when some of the hardware stores will not accept what are called LPOs, that's government orders.
And I do understand the headmasters are the principal's way of thinking, because next thing he's going to hire a private plumber to come and fix the plumbing, give him a voucher, take it to the ministry for pay, and 10 months the ministry will pay a man outside the house and make arguments straight.
Yeah. Right. So the whole idea behind
so you don't take no chance.
The education levy was to ensure that there would be sufficient money to run the schools, and that the school plants themselves would have small amounts set aside in what's called impress accounts.
Oh, so that you're the ones who turned the school on to start taxing us too. Because you already have a levy, educational levy, to handle schools and all the what school has to be to undertake, and you tell them now for start tax our way too. Because if you don't get for your levy, where the school house come trouble me for say then I enough money.
Right. So Sly, despite the fact that there is an education levy, you will still have need.
Okay.
To extract additional resources. Remember now, no one is paying tuition to attend a government school.
True.
You don't pay tuition.
True.
The uniforms are for free.
Oh, Lord, that's true.
The textbooks that you receive at no cost. So there must be something for which you must pay, and occasionally, the school will ask you for. When you're taking CXCs, for example, you've got to pay for the exams, and parents must provide. And I don't want to discourage the parents from making that kind of investment in their children, but there are some institutions that even help with those.
I know, yes.
Who even help with those payments, right?
And thank you
for. But the whole idea, is to make education reachable and affordable. Today is the International Day of Education.
Ouch!
Right.
Grab it now, children. Grab it now. You never know what's going to happen, so you grab it now so you have it. You know? You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Oh,
So
boy.
today, as the International Day of Education, we should feel very proud of ourselves because we have plowed a lot of resources into education in Antigua. The University of the West Indies, in order for it to be placed here, we had to pay UWI $19 million. Right, because they said that we owed money to UWI, and before they established their campus here, we had to pay off our debt to UWI. Okay. $19 million. And every year, we still pay a significant sum to UWI in order for it to continue to be present here in Antigua. And we're investing over $80 million in expanding UWI, building a new primary and a new secondary school in Five Islands, and making education available to those who only have a bicycle or who can take a bus. You know, so those who have their own cars, they can just drive down to the university campus. But for those who have fewer resources available to them, they will have to ride a bicycle or take a bus or so on. And let me tell you, when you go to Europe, you see men and women riding bicycles, especially in cities like I've been to Rotterdam and some other places in Holland.
Rotterdam.
I think I told you the story once. And Amsterdam. That I went to a UN conference that was to begin on a Monday, and I had to fly in on the Sunday. So when I reached, it was Sunday afternoon, and Sunday night when I looked out my hotel window, I saw that there was a movie house, a theater across the street. So I said, I had a couple of hours. I was adjusting to the time difference. I went downstairs and I bought a ticket to go into the
movie.
The movies. Right.
When you're going, what happened?
Well, I just go in and take a seat. When I'm seated, the fellow comes and tells me, "You're seated in my seat, sir." I say, "I bought this ticket." He says, "No, look at it. You have a seat number." What is this? There was a seat number in the movies. This is not the theater, like in New York, when you go to the theater, they give you a seat number. You're assigned a seat number. But in the movies...
You sit down anyway?
Sit anyway if you like. Close to the screen, far from the screen. Even in Antigua, you sit close to the screen, far to the screen, in the middle of the theater, whatever is your preference. Some of us, like, they sit down way up in the back with our girlfriends.
I want to make she not pretty enough for bring in front? Where is she all the way in the back for?
Because remember, in order for anybody to see what you're doing up there, they have to look back. And the screen is front, so you're supposed to be paying attention to what
I tell you, Mr. Harris, I tell you, if you, like some other people in the world, feel that hell are just a nice, big, continuous party and RGs and all kind of stuff, whatever that means, you go ahead.
Okay, so Sly, I'm telling you about Europe. So when the movie's over now, I come outside and I see about 100 couples riding bicycles. Now, let me ask you a question. You know anybody in Antigua can carry a girl on a date on a bicycle?
In which world? In Antigua?
Yeah.
And are we so poor, poor enough?
so that's it. Look, they don't even have a place for parking bicycles at the movies here in Antigua. Right? My friend Kendrick George showed me when he bought his first bicycle. He ride up to Deluxe, parked his bicycle outside, and when he come out, the bicycle not there.
But you expect the bicycle for there, the bicycle gone home, go wait for you. So you gone and go watch movie and left me out, yeah?
He cried for days. Nobody give me bicycle.
He lucky he didn't meet a note. He lucky he didn't meet a note outside that says "Meet me home."
but you go to these European cities, and the people are riding bicycles.
Yeah, and nobody steal their bikes.
Well, they want to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide.
Okay, see, they're doing their do.
Right, and they grow accustomed. Even the Queen of Holland, she would ride a bicycle from time to time to demonstrate that everybody has to provide for the reduction of carbon dioxide by using a bicycle that doesn't
emit any
emit any harmful gases.
Right.
But so I was suggesting that even if you are incapable of owning a car or you don't have the bus money, you can ride to the University of West Indies on a bicycle. Yeah. I notice now the fellas are using motorized bicycles.
Oh yes.
I see them on Friday road and so. They're moving faster than the cars. Fella.
You go wake up the police and them, Jack. Oh my goodness, and don't want for tax them and them they're ready.
Well, I don't see how.
You don't see. You don't see. Okay then, because I will look for tax them the two no. You use the road, you have to pay something.
Well, all users ought to pay.
Of course, you have to pay a little something. Yeah. And don't think Mr. Hurst is ratting. Don't.
Not a tax.
Users, baby, users fee.
A user fee, yeah.
All right then, because I know that we're paranoid of the word tax.
No, but it's not a tax.
Okay, all right.
There's no tax on income.
So
whatever you earn, you put in your pockets.
Okay.
There are three contributions which you make to education levy, medical benefits, and Social Security. Social Security, you get back all your money within 3 years after you turn 65. Right. And medical benefits, nobody in the world can live on planet Earth and not at some time become ill. You have to go see a doctor, and you have to get medicine. And if it's any of the 11 diseases, medical benefits will cover you, so that you don't have to pay for the medicines, and the hospitalization will cost you $20.
Thank God for the thought, the brain.
Education levy, everybody benefits as a result of having our youngsters having access to education. What do they say? If you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Okay. Yeah. Try being dunce now.
Right.
In other words, then, in layman term.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
So all of these three statutory contributions, they're not a tax on income. Mr. Spencer told the Antigua and Barbuda people that they don't have to raise any taxes. All they have to do is to collect the taxes that are already on the books, and they can achieve all the things they said they were going to do.
And when you say mad come, what will happen?
You tell us.
A mad come. When you say when mad come, with your compliance?
A modicum of compliance.
Okay.
A modicum of compliance.
Okay.
We can do all.
You ever looked up the word modicum?
I didn't have to. I listened. I understood exactly what he meant.
Okay.
He says a modicum of compliance.
And did what he say? Did he say anything wrong?
Yeah, he said he was misleading.
Oh, so with a modicum. Okay. In other words, okay then. First of all, what modicum mean?
I would say a slight measure, an increased measure of enforcement.
Oh, make sure that you collect the taxes.
Correct.
Modicum.
Yeah, meaning a measure of.
And that a misleading nigga and them?
Yes, because by 2005, April the 1st, All Fools Day, they reintroduced personal income tax. And it took the Honorable Gaston Brown in 2015, 10 years later, to reverse that. They didn't understand that when you introduce personal income tax. A lot of people who hire people to wash their cars or to cut their grass or to take care of their household and so on, that income, which the government is now grabbing, is no longer available for doing those things. And as a consequence, all those people who used to do those kinds of work suddenly find themselves without work. They didn't understand it. And so
they felt it. I mean, but they couldn't do any better because they couldn't do any better. They didn't know how to handle things.
What are we going to do now?
Oh.
Who asked that? What are we going to do now?
You're gonna leave my tight. You're gonna leave my tight sparring alone. You know.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, good.
Okay. Yes.
By April the 1st, 2005, they imposed personal income tax, and it took the Honorable Gaston Brown in 2015, 1 year following his ascension to the prime ministership, to bring an end to personal income tax. And they told the Antigua and Barbuda people that the economy would falter, that we would see great unemployment and so on as a consequence. The government would have to lay off people and all kind of foolishness.
That is because you don't know how to handle things.
We have grown the economy by an average of 6% every year since 2014.
Wow.
The only year we had negative growth was when
the boy me, yeah?
COVID, when COVID came to visit.
The tester.
Right, because you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, Sly, you know, you carry your car to have it fixed, and the mechanic return your car the same day, fixed. You know, the mechanic knows what he's doing. You understand? The same thing with the economy. You bring the economy to the Honorable Gaston Brown as Minister of Finance and his cabinet, and they say we will fix it. And fix it, they did.
All right.
Now Social Security, when Lovell became Minister of Finance in 2009, he was told by the actuaries that Social Security is insolvent. And they have
insolvent mean it cannot be solved?
No, it means that they are spending more money than they are collecting.
Oh.
Right. Anytime you have to spend more money than you're collecting, you're in trouble.
Okay.
And they told him that. You know how he solved it?
What do you do?
Went to the IMF and got $30 million and paid it over to Social Security. That is not solving the problem, you know.
You still have to pay back. You have to pay back.
When George Mirage questioned him about solving the dilemma of Social Security, he shouted George. Shout. Yeah, man, him trying to shout George down. But George was persistent. Mirage was persistent. Mirage told him, Lovell, you knew what the problem was, and you said you were going to solve it. And you haven't solved it. And don't tell me about how the Labour Party government before created the trouble for...
you don't tell me them creating problems. Someone put you in for you for solve the problem.
Right, and that is why they got elected in the first place, because they said the Labour Party created this problem, and they know how to solve it. It turns out they didn't know anything.
And if you notice the Labour Party, I notice the Labour Party only comes out and maybe say things that the inadequacies of the UPP when the UPP is trying to pretend that they were squeaky clean and the government that is don't know what they're doing. Then you'll hear the Labour Party come out and say, hey, wait, did the liquor boy that?
Right.
You know, no, I don't want to... Something just hit me there, but go ahead. Yes, as I was saying.
Yeah, most of the time, you know, we can't be bothered with them. I heard them with Everett Christian. Everett Christian, you know.
Oh, give me... Look.
Yeah, on Sunday, they bring Everett Christian to talk to the Antigua and Barbuda.
Until hour. I'll give Everett 20 years.
I didn't listen, but when I heard that, they said that he was going to be... he was going to be called upon.
For Talawa.
Explain something with Social Security. I just moved to the right radio station.
Oh, speaking about radio station, I just looked up on the television and something just hit me because there's a radio station that I grew up on. I remember when the principals came to Antigua back in 1975. They lived over in Rockersville. They were the one who the family run the radio station. That is Caribbean Radio Lighthouse. Oh. That is our gospel radio station. I grew up on that. The Talking Book, all those programs. Yeah. And they're 50 years old now. And I'm looking at the young man there on the television. I'm wonder if he hear the little boy for the father. When they come here back in the 1975, them live over Rockersville. Me and the picnic and them and the friend kind of just talk from me outside in the road and them in the yard. I mean, we'll talk when me pass and say, you understand, Mr. Haas? But I still see the tall man and his wife and his children, his son and his daughter. I see them in right now. You know, like you live in Kentucky coming up into my village, right?
Good.
So you know, there's now some supermarket on the right-hand side when you go up now, kind of supermarket and something, a bill between there.
Right.
That is right where Caribbean Radio Lighthouse, the family used to live. Right there, so. So you see the apartments right there, and to the west they have supermarkets are right there. And I live just to the east.
Yes.
So looking at Nathan, this guy Nathan, something out there, me wonder if he had a little boy that grew up so. But he's older than that man. Yeah, but congratulations and God's blessings to the management and staff for 50 years of gospel and spiritual broadcasting from the Antigua, the Caribbean Radio Lighthouse. Yes, sir. Yes, Nathan, I've been on that radio station before you were born, son. Yes.
This morning at 10 o'clock,
yes.
The comrades are attending the funeral of Comrade Ethelyn Winter. Comrade Winter passed at the age of 85.
Wow, God is wonderful.
And she might be 88, and she has contributed significantly to the growth of the Antigua Trades and Labor Union.
Oh, what a wonderful
and to the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party.
God bless her.
He was a strong supporter of both Vera Bird Jr. and the Honorable Lester Bird. And she has thrown her support also behind Maria Brown in her bid to fill the vacancy left by the departure of the Honorable Lester Bird. And she was a good comrade. When the Labour Party split up in 1968 because of George Walton and Donald Halstead not wanting to follow the orders of the Union, when they split up in 1968, she stuck with the Labour Party. And 1971, she saw the defeat of the Labour Party. But she wasn't deterred. By the time she had become an adult, and she had her own family and children and so on, but she did something else. She joined the Women's Action Group of the Labour Party. She's now an adult.
Wow.
She was first a juvenile, and then she joined the Women's Action Group.
What a legacy, no?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she never
flinch. Though traitors cringe and cowards sneer, we'll keep the red flag flying near.
And you know that she'll be buried today as well, and we'll sing the red flag.
Oh, yes. And you know my favorite part?
Yes, you just sang it.
Oh, yes. Got plenty of them. I'll go on like this, so... patriotic. Though cowards flinch and traitors sneer, we'll keep the red flag flying near. Hey, but it's one song I can sing. That is the only song that I sound like I can sing.
That's not true. Yeah.
And the part there, me love the part there. You notice that when the part to sing, when the part come in, me singing in the song, Mr. And I like to look around when I'm doing it. Yeah. You know? Like when I'm singing it, and I'll be around like the comrades are there, and we're singing the song, the red song. And everybody is singing, me not say a thing. Until you reach the part that says, though cowards flinch and traitors sneer, we'll keep the red flag flying near. And some you look around in their face. Some of them face me look round. Though cowards flinch and traitors sneer. And some had them and look them in their face. Anyways, good morning, Mr. Hurst. I know you got to run, but you're not running before. What is irrigation? What is the meaning of irrigation, Mr. Hurst? Water?
Yes, water you bring to arid land in order for it to grow crops.
Okay, well, because I see China bring irrigation technology to Antigua Barbuda, and for years and years I've been ponging you, trade, myself when they come here, ask them for build out dam and put in them magical miracle. You know, hear me also say, them make water go up in the Himalayas without a pump.
Mm-hmm.
You know how high the Himalayas be, Mr. 21,000 feet high. I mean, is that true? At 21?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And China make water go up that without a pump. What do you think they can do? They can do all kind of dam technique and so when they come here. Irrigation, dam. Oh, Ali Banjo, make sure you make them look at our dam and pan when they come here. All right, come and see face, Mr. Earth. I see his face here. Yes, our Chief Extension Officer, Ali Banjo. Ali Banjo. Awalabi, lad. What the English to that be, Jack Ali Banjo? You have to get out the English. Oh, the English to that is Charles Ali. Okay, Charles. Because, Jack, for calling name sometimes it's easier for program and set your mouth up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, he's
Owalabi Ali Banjo.
Yeah, he's an outstanding.
Oh, very, very, very. I respect that man. Yeah. And all that he has done and continue to do for my country. A free country too. Because if you know open me mouth, you would know where he come from.
Right. We all have the African stock.
Oh, yes. You wouldn't even know that Africa come from if you open me mouth.
Yeah.
But that is great news. I'm glad to hear that. You know, because I'm always...
I can't go without speaking about Police Week.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very kindly. And I'm glad that you said that too, because I'll get to it today. My God, live it, I'm finding you today. And the week start now. I was lenient because of last week was the prees, but he start now. And we need to get things in order.
Right.
All right, no problem. Let me continue.
No, things are in order. The church service yesterday.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was just magnificent.
Yes, and today is what now?
I don't have the schedule.
Oh, okay, then. With the way you started, I thought you had it with you at the moment.
I don't want to guess. No. I just want to bring attention to it.
Well, if you notice, if you pass there, you see... Hold on. Have you passed there lately?
There is. Not Newgate Street?
No, not Newgate Street. No, Police Week, when it happens, don't happen at Newgate Street. It happens on American Road. We're talking about Police Week. Well, today we're going to meet with people, the general public. If you pass there lately, you would see tents set up like a whole apartment done built right in front of the station, the headquarters. So the different areas that we have in the police force, different departments, will have different places in the tent so people can come by and mingle and get to know the police, what police do, and just her below now look for. And you know what I mean?
Right.
So people can come and mingle with the police today. Then this afternoon at about 4 o'clock, we're going to block off the whole of Market Street and down the bottom of Thames Street, down the High Street, Harlem Road, down there, going to block off because today's going to be the fire competition.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's when the...
Yes, the fire services will come and display their competence.
Yeah. Yes, the handle hoses and water and so on. It's always exciting. The Antiguans love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know where to find me later.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm on duty, so says the commissioner, so I got to be there when he want me for come. He say, hello, you're officially on duty this afternoon. Because you know me, look out, you know. He know me well. So the commissioner, Mr. Jeffers, don't tell me, hello, you're on duty this afternoon. Yes, sir. Yes. All right, Papa. The man, he has spoken. Right? Okay. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Hurst, you have yourself a beautiful day, man. I know you got to run now, and I got to run to see what the traffic, another one of my police officers, traffic look like today downtown. You have yourself a beautiful one, sir. It's always a pleasure to have you so we can really go through what's happening in the world and really understand or try to understand what is before us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're most welcome, sir. Bye-bye.
All righty, beautiful. Hey, stay with us, my people. We come back and we should have Sergeant Alves this morning. As you know, he have his own tent. Yes, and the traffic department have their own tent up there today, you know. Oh. go and meet Sergeant Alves. When you go ask, who is this Sergeant Alves I hear every morning? All right? Good.
This is WTP Radio, 93.5 FM, coming to you from the biggest village in Little Antigua.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Police Force Drama Group presents for Police Week 2025, No Second Chance, a play written and directed by Owen Jackson. When good youths make bad decisions,
leave the criminal activities to the criminals. I never raised no criminal. Look how you go to jail and take the work for all of them.
And them boys are trying to take care of my mother.
Terry, we don't see Ibis nor Scotty since you get locked up. We don't get a penny from them.
when you come face to face with the harshness of life in a strange country,
This youth man is my picnic. Don't get me vexed. Ibis, please be reasonable. My life is with Terry.
when secrets are finally revealed,
You again, Anne? You again? What are you doing with my son, Josie? What business do you have with my son? This is my husband, Alex.
and when the past returns with memories that haunt Josephine,
And you get pregnant. I give you the money and tell you, throw away the belly. What you do? You go tongue buy picnic clothes. You forgot?
We leave our country and come here to make life. And you can't help me, Mackie.
Listen, don't message me. Don't call me. Josephine coming back home.
it's the Police Week Drama Group presentation entitled No Second Chance, playing at the Antigua Recreation Ground Saturday, 13th September. Time 8 p.m. Tickets are available from any police officer or any police station in Antigua, Barbuda. Don't miss it. This is life.
State insurance. State insurance is for all our we. It doesn't matter where you're from or who you be. We are happy to celebrate a more than 4 decades of existence with you, the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Happy 48th anniversary, State Insurance. Oh, how I love you so. State Insurance better for sure.
Rain is a gift. Let's use it wisely. Set up a rainwater collection system to clean your home and water your garden. It's free, sustainable, and a great way to conserve the water supply. Let's make the most of every drop.
Antigua dry, no rainfall, water precious, don't waste it at all. When you're having your big life and want everything go fine, there is one place in Antigua that will help you have good time. Grab all Lakers, Nelson's, Dockyard, and that clubs, cause you will see they've got everything for occasion, life and even party. All the very best in Lakers for much less than you expect. Come to Bravo Lakers for the best of time, be sure to get rum and scotch and vodka, even wines and cigarettes. Cigars, juices, bars and liquors that we ain't finishing. Bobby flavor, soda, soft drinks, coolers, drinks, and even scotch. Bravo Lakers in Antigua is where you find it at. Bravo Lakers, Bravo Lakers, Bravo Lakers, Bravo Lakers, Bravo Lakers, Bravo Lakers.
The Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda celebrates its 57th Police Week anniversary under the theme Rising to New Challenges and Serving with Greater Dedication. Backed by popular demand for the 3rd time, bigger and better Police Cultural Food Festival on Friday, September 12th, starting from 11 a.m. until at the Rising Sun Cricket Ground. There'll be a wide variety of traditional, local, and modern dishes. There'll be exotic wild meat on sale from the various stalls like Antigua, Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, Santo Domingo, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, the Emerald Isle, Montserrat, Lynn's Delight, Natural Vibration, Tranquility, Ital is Vital, JCI, Antigua, and many more. It's gonna be a fun-filled day of food, music, rides for the kids, and cultural exchange. Enjoy live performances by Caution Band, along with other artists, including a Road March King and famous DJs. All are You're welcome. Remember the date, Friday, September 12th. Come join us for an unforgettable experience. You have to come.
No. This is WTP 92.5 FM. Mambo Center.
Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your mind on driving. Keep your hands on the wheel, as one distraction can steal your reaction. Look out for pedestrians, joggers, and cyclists. Look left, look right. Be aware of vehicles. Drive safe. Drive smart. This is a message from the Antigua and Barbuda Transport Board. For more safety messages, stay tuned or call us at 484-4600 or check us out on Facebook at Antigua and Barbuda Transport Board and on Instagram at transport.board.anu1.
Oh boy, Mama, you know how we are. I saw your comment. Oh, Lord, that is what you see, not me. I'm a crazy man. You know, you don't tell me that. I tell you, keep that. Who you think you're hurting? Hey! Hey, let's go on up to headquarters now and say good morning to Sergeant Owls. How are you this morning, sir?
Well, Sly, good morning to you. Good morning to your man here again. I'm doing great this morning.
Already set your station up?
Huh?
Already set your station up?
Well, that's what I was doing when you called.
Oh, okay. I told them that you're out there setting up right now, I'm sure.
That's exactly what I was doing when you called. Yes. So let me spare a few seconds, Sly, and come outside and observe the traffic and see how our motorists are doing today. But yes, well, I'm actually outside on the American Road and in front of police headquarters, observing the traffic light. So, you know, this morning, it's a school morning. The school has opened their doors. You know, the government schools. So, you know, the traffic today would not be normal. Yes. Standing in front of headquarters from Harney Motors, and where I'm standing, I can see from Harney Motors by the Ford sign. Way down to Mega Distributor site, it's the bumper-to-bumper traffic. Traffic is backed up.
The lights are working?
Yes. Persons are trying to go about their business. But the sunny day, visibility is good.
Oh, yes.
You don't have any problem in seeing where they're going as compared to yesterday. And fly over the weekend, it was a very, there's so many serious injuries and accidents. Over the weekend, we have the one there in Boland. As recent as yesterday, the driver lost control and he drove into a tree.
Oh, Lord, the tree. But one them about the tree by Valley Church.
Right, and then we have one in Old Road with two persons collided there. And if that wasn't good enough, Sly, when we were having our church service yesterday, just went to church, everybody is seated and listening to the pastor. We had a head-on collision just in the vicinity of the stadium. Mid-morning, head-on collision, Sly.
Head-on collision.
Head-on collision.
And two car. One supposed upon this left and one supposed upon the left. And our head-on collision.
and if we're going to add a little thing to that, like, so George Walker Highway, the width of that road is about 25 to 30 feet in wide. And the width of a normal car is 5 feet to 5.5 feet. And a motor van is about the same thing. So I don't see how you were driving on a road of 25 feet, 12.5 feet is yours, 12.5 feet is mine, and you still manage to come over on my side of the road. How do we have to get
one hole from my side and water from my side, so what am I to do?
No, man, no water on the road. There's no water on the road. No water on the road.
What about the hole from my side? You want me to drive through the hole? No, me have to go from full side.
On our highway, like on that stretch of road or the highway, going up to the stadium, sir, I can recall seeing any potholes on that highway there. I cannot recall. I've traveled that road very often, and I cannot recall seeing any pothole up there. So as a result of that, sir, you find that person end up in hospital with broken foot and all of that, you know. The man who got injured, you know, he's been stepped back 10 times. As I said, he stepped back the driver there 10 times behind. Now his car is mashed up. He is in the hospital. Family can't make no move. He can't go nowhere. Children can't go to school. This morning is a school morning. What are we going to do about that situation here, sir? What do you suggest we should do?
Well, all that they will learn from you today when they come by.
How are we going to go about this situation? This is not cool at all. You can be driving on our highways so recklessly. You're trying to overtake or whether, well, the only thing you may escape from if you have a seizure. And in this case, nobody had no seizure.
Just,
you know, and these are the
stupidness
things
and ignorantness.
You know, these are the things that, you know, really, you know, triggers people off. You know, you're going about your peacefully. It's a Sunday. It's not even a busy day. It's not even a work day. It's a normal Sunday mid-morning. Where can you be in any hurry to go? And so, you know, we want to remind our motorists, please, these things are very serious. You know, you're driving on the road, you're alone on the road, you're coming from the country, or you're driving on George Walker Highway or City Water Highway. It's not the first time you're driving on that road. So you know, when you approach Sly J, there's a curve down there, so I have to slow down. You know, between Sly J and Alvis, there's a straight road, so you know it is straight. So nothing that surprise you, like when you reach the corner, then you say, oh my, is this a corner right here?
Oh.
You get my point?
Of course, sir.
Of course, so come on.
Every day I'll drive under every single day of life, and out till I get an accident. Well, Lord.
And then you put the other man, you put him at so much risk, right? He see you coming now he got to do all kind of fancy driving to avoid you hitting him. All kind of dynamics, you know, he changed up all the rules now because he realized, hey, it's like he's coming head on to me. So what am I going to do?
See what I mean?
Some people freeze. Some people think quickly and try to pull forward the left. Some people, you know, they're so confused they don't even know what to do.
And, you know, just the other day I was driving behind, I was the second car behind a vehicle that was in front that was on his left side. He's going up right there on that same, oh, Lord, my road that I use every morning. Oh, my head. Jonas Road. There's a supermarket on the right-hand side if you're going south, on the left-hand side if you're coming from north to south. When you pass the stoplight now and you're going off across by Jonas Road, there's a supermarket there. And everybody, there's a little road on everybody. If you go there right now, and parking on that side of the road is an infringement, you make about $10,000.
And say
everybody parks there, knowing that there's a little space, and then the vehicle that is coming from the light, you will see cars park on his left, vehicles coming up on the left, and then till it come down now. Then I pull up behind the car to make the car that is coming up on the left come. Then they come down. So the man on the left that's coming up, he must turn up before he come out. No, the man drive up and turn up. He had to back up. I mean, you see the guy, he don't reach the car that is parked right there. He don't reach it, so you can't come through it till you come down. What is wrong with us, Sergeant House? Can you help me? Are the devil in our way so much? It can't be God, because God would never give us that thought pattern or that kind of meditation. I have with the devil.
I also had some experiences this morning coming up a by road where, you know, persons, they're not going anywhere. They just park the vehicle on the by road, knowing that by road is very active, helps to take some of the pressure off of the main road. And it's a school morning. I hope people will just be conscious of, you know, and know that, hey, it's a school morning, school opens today. Some person may not realize, but I have to, you know, let everyone know from this morning moving forward, it's a school day, and those by roads that would be extremely busy, just like our highway, because persons are looking to utilize them so that they can go, you know, to maneuver properly and move from point A to point B within a certain time limit. So please do not skylark in the road. Do not, park the vehicle a kind of way or, cause any obstruction on those roads. Because it is very important for you to clear them so that persons can travel freely and go about their business. So we also asking motorists again, while you're making your way into the city to try. Remember, the city will be busy today too. Do not park in anyone reserved or anyone or in the disabled sign that shows marked disabled. If you're not a disabled person, please do not park there. And for persons reserved, yes, reserves are in law now, Sly. So it is expected if this sign does not say reserved for Sly J or Sergeant Alf, please do not park in the people's reserved areas. Going to town, any business you have to do, please conduct your business in a manner that you would not obstruct other motorists, you would not obstruct pedestrians or anyone who is going into town to do their business as well. Do not block anybody's entrances. Do not drop alongside and blocking anyone, because when it's time for them to move, of course they will want to move at their own time. If you block them up, that means they cannot move. They may have an emergency and they can't move, they have to go and look for you and call police and call wrecker and all of that. So please conduct yourself how you drive, know what you're doing, do not be distracted, buckle up. If you have passengers in your car, make sure they buckle up as well. Look where you're going, look out for other reckless and dangerous drivers who are driving on our roads at the same time. And most of all, when you drive, exercise good judgment and common sense. So thank you for listening to me today, Sly. Do enjoy what's left of your
And thank
Monday.
you very kindly, sir, and I'll see you a little later on at HQ.
Yes, and don't forget, not forgetting, today we have open day at police headquarters where you can come in and, we'll have a different tents and so set up. And this afternoon is the Malcolm Nicholas Cup Showdown on High Street at 4 o'clock sharp. 4 o'clock sharp. Come early to get a good place that you can view the display, so that nobody would block you. Because there would be a lot of this afternoon.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll see you later, buddy. I'm on duty later. The commissioner said that I'm on duty later, so you know how that is. So,
Until I hear from you tomorrow, enjoy what's left of the
Beautiful. Catch you later. All right, then, let's take a little break now, children. When we come back, we're going to open up the lines to express yourself here on WTP FM for a beautiful-looking Monday morning. Happens to be the 8th, ain't it? Yeah, the 8th, because yesterday was the 7th. Yesterday was my Pum-Pum's birthday. Yes, yes, my Pum-Pum turned 6 yesterday, my children. What a little gal. What a blessing. God is wonderful. Yes, my dear. Happy belated sweetheart. I can imagine her home now saying, thank you, Daddy. I don't know, nobody can speak and spoke, so. But say, you get to speak and spoke. Oh, because she speaks so, nobody's so dicty like her. Her daddy, dad. You'll learn early. Because anytime you start to hear, in my family, anytime at all you hear daddy, I want robbery come after. So anytime you hear daddy, me start run early. Now what do they? Well, usually it's dad. Dad. But when you come for a robbery, daddy. Me say, From time you come in, the daddy say, look, I'm a little busy right now. I'm in a meeting. I'll call you back. Me tell you when me call you back. I say me call you back. Me say when, cause me don't hear daddy. So me know a robbery come. Oh, I had just born yesterday. I had to go on because I had to pick me bring iron in this world. And then you bring them in the world? Eh? Oh, what? I don't work game for you? Come on, you're sleeping on the J-O-B. Let's take a break. We'll be right back, children. Hey! All right, then. You better hand. You hear? You hear?
Hold your side.
Something got a hold on me. Yo, this is Claudette CPP, just your diva, and you're locked on to WTP FM 93.5. Be the people radio.
This is Dale Destin, your trusted meteorologist. Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? At State Insurance Company Limited, we are ready to help you stay safer. Here are 3 quick tips. Prepare an emergency kit. Secure your property. Ensure proper insurance coverage. Visit our website or call us today at 481-7800 for Barbuda, 481-7909 to learn more. State Insurance Company Limited. Your safety is our priority.
When you're having your big life and want everything go fine, there is one place in Antigua that will help you have good time. Grab all liquors, Nelson's Dockyard, and of course, cause you will see they've got everything for occasion, life and even party. All the very best in liquors for much less than you expect. Come to Bravo Liquors for the best, sometimes it's sure to get. Rum and scotch and vodka, even wines and cigarettes. Cigars, juices, bars and liquors that we ain't finished yet. Bobby flavor, soda, soft drinks, coolers, quick size, even scotch. Bravo Liquors in Antigua is where you find it at. Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors.
The Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda celebrates its 57th Police Week anniversary under the theme Rising to New Challenges and Serving with Greater Dedication. Backed by popular demand for the 3rd time, bigger and better Police Cultural Food Festival on Friday, September 12th, starting from 11 a.m. until at the Rising Sun Cricket Ground. There'll be a wide variety of traditional, local, and modern dishes. There'll be exotic wild meat on sale from the various stalls like Antigua, Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, Santo Domingo, St. Kitts and Nevis. Vibration, tranquility, Ital is vital, JCI, Antigua, and many more. It's gonna be a fun-filled day of food, music, rides for the kids, and cultural exchange. Enjoy live performances by Caution Band, along with other artists, including our Road March King and famous DJs. All are welcome. Remember the date, Friday, September 12th. Come join us for an unforgettable experience. You have to come.
This is the Unku on WTP Radio 93.5 FM. Ahida.
Name is still a rose, but no one knows how this garden grows. For over 20 years in silent repose,
not even one tick, ha, 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 ha. And I just called his name, and look at him on television. My boss, the commissioner of police, look at him there. Yes, he's making a speech at church yesterday at the service, adorned in his commissionership uniform. Look at him there. And I see Commissioner Sir Elton Martin in the crowd. I see Roots as Papa Roots in the crowd. All my boys are in there. I see Mr. Kwashi in there. I'm just looking up on the television. I can't hear a thing that's happening, but I looked up on the television. It's happening right there as we go over to our hotline and see if we have anybody on it. Good morning. Express yourself, WTP FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Sly J.
Oh, so early in the morning, Lord, I tell you, but if that's the way you get out.
It's beautiful. Oh, man, look at the sky. Just a few patches of clouds, Sly J. Beautiful.
It is. And I say, that is why I say, if so early in the morning God impose you upon us, well, so be it. His will be done. So early, Lord.
We're inside this studio where you can't see nothing on the outside. But
I was just outside, sir. I was just outside, sir. Every so often when I take a break, I go and peep to see what's happening in my hood.
And that is very good. So you see, why we have to thank the Father about to spare our life to see such a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning.
And we shouldn't try our best to mess up a beautiful morning that God has made and look so beautiful out there. Wow. Yes.
And Sly J.
Police week, me name Police week, J. Oi. Me name Sly J, me name Police week, J.
Police week, J.
Yes.
Police week, I see. He appears on television when you report today. And you're on your assistant commissioner.
I was on duty. Somebody had to manage the ship. I was on duty. The commissioner placed me on duty.
I was just checking.
Okay.
But Sly, I will pull my boulevard this morning.
What happened now?
Navigate, back to school.
Oh, yes.
First day of school.
Oh, yes.
And then I run a little late. So me have to go for it. And say, no, me not doing traffic,
Okay.
All right.
Well, those to me got up so early they even made me breakfast too. I got breakfast in bed.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
Right, right? I'm telling you, the amount of cars in this country, unbelievable.
Lord, hold the last word. Me look on the crowd and I see my seat empty. I'm looking at the whole entourage in church yesterday, and my seat is empty. I'm looking at the assistant commissioner's corridor where they sit, and I see my chair, they empty.
I'm glad you know that.
Oh, Lord.
And
Mr. Jeffers.
Your assistant commissioner, and your seat is empty.
Well, hold on. We can't be everywhere at the same time. Somebody have a man this ship.
Slide check. I send you some videos. Check them for me, please. Meanwhile, I'm talking. You can just broach on your phone.
Lord.
If you don't know, operate the phone, call Omar.
Oh, Jesus. Now, what is he up to again? This good looking so early this morning. Huh? What is this? On a concrete road in Potters. What happened to the concrete road in Potters? Huh? There's a hole in it. A blue car is slowing down as he should, yes. Go to the hole, manage him, yes. Unfortunately, enough for your fault, my dear boy. You shouldn't have to go through all this here. What a hole in the road. That an hole that a potworks dam. Take it easy with the government vehicle, boy. Now I'm looking at the video.
Check all the video in there,
Easy. Oof. How you go through that? Ooh. Wow, that's horrible. And the color of the water is horrible, too. Where the dickens is this in Potters?
On the concrete road, the green supermarket, just follow the road, come here.
Oh.
You know what hurt me most about that, Sly J? We have been talking about this for over 2 years now.
Are you going to continue? I would have stopped by now.
No. So when you see you do this thing, it's to show you, Sly J, what's really going on. And let me tell you this. Look at that deep ditch that was built under the UPP. I think it's time enough my administration to come and correct that. Why you should have a vehicle going down? You know the amount of bump to pull off there, Sly J?
Well, the mechanic get work for do.
You know the amount of bump to pull off there?
Horrible. I mean, I can't be callous about this. This is really horrible. Look at the color of the water on the side of that road in that hole that is coming across the road. Oh,
let me tell you. Let me say something to you now. You know when you're coming to see the farm coming from the factory end? Syrian man used to sell there on the, which will be on the right hand side when you're going into see the farm. Just opposite the play field. They have a shed there, man. When you come in to see the farm,
okay, on the left hand side, yes.
Now a Syrian guy used to operate there.
And what happened?
There was a broken pipe, and AP repaired the pipe. And Sly, you see all the concrete work you do there? That done on a shed, that was done by APA. And all the concrete that they break up on this concrete road here, in front of people's house. No, they don't do asphalt. But at least come and do something because you're into concrete. And most of these roads, Sly, are in front of people's home. And it's time enough. We have been talking. And it's time enough to come and correct that. Right, Jay?
Well, I hope they do.
I need to get on to Mr. Clement Antonio and the minister today.
Why? For what reason?
because we have been talking.
Oh, you mean about the roads? Okay.
Right. That particular road, the Sly J.
But you work in the Ministry of Public Works, don't you? Isn't that one of your portfolios?
No.
And in agriculture and all the different ministries, I think you had a portfolio in each one.
If I did work in the Ministry of Work, I would then pay them. You think that whoever build a piece of concrete road there could be Ramco? You think whoever do somebody flying that's their part? You think whoever do a piece of concrete sidewalk there by Ramco, you think they would get paid? If me work in the Ministry of Work, eh?
No, Frankie, you would have done it perfect.
And I'm not a perfect. When you drive and look at that and see the nonsense, how you can build on sidewalk like that? Anyhow, Sly, I was on the southern side of the island.
Oh, Lord, you gone south now.
In the old road,
Jesus have mercy.
I was
You
in
live
old
in
road.
Potters. Potters, you live in the old road.
I live in Potter.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Sly.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking in the Carlisle Bay area around there.
Yes, what happened over there now?
Some of my good friends in Old Road, y'all can do better than that. Why y'all have the place so filthy? And Sly J?
No, Frankie, now you're getting on it. You see how you're forward? I mean, you just happen to be driving through Old Road and you come with your forwardness this morning and telling the people of Old Road how them place look nasty and they keeping Old Road nasty. How dare you? Don't drive back through.
Me never tell them they must keep them place nasty, Sly J. So that's what I say. I'm saying to you.
When a clean dirty, you know. Oh.
Why they have to put all this bulk waste outside when you're not supposed to do that unless you get in touch with solid waste before you can put the bulk waste out.
How you know that now you get in touch with solid waste?
No.
And it wasn't their day.
Solid waste would not allow them to put all this garbage out. And they're not coming for them. You understand? Sly J. Just on the other side of Potter's Primary School here, the back part, we have the Anglican Church here. Have a gentleman there and police officer there. He cut the whole thing and she put all the garbage out. And I don't know why the little water didn't come and charge them. Because you're littering. By putting all the things out there, you should get in touch with solid waste before you put all this garbage outside. The bulk waste.
Well, Frankie.
Got it. I got it in a bender. I'm going to call on the director of education. Now, a guy do mechanic work in Bender. They're going to buy the school. And he have nearly 100 car parked on the side of the school. It was outside the fence. How that you can tell me this way, how that can be right? You are nearly 100 old car parked on the side of the school fence.
No. Hold on. When you say, you mean when you turn by the fence of the school going up into the village, so per se? Not all. When you turn left by the school, you're going up now. There's a mechanic shop. A mechanic shop
right
there.
By the school.
Yeah.
Right by the school.
Okay,
right
but hold on. Okay, yes. Where are the cars parked? On the right-hand side going up? On the left-hand side?
On the left-hand side going up.
Oh, you mean you can put them on the other side over there? What happened to the other side? Over there full too?
Right by the school. Right by the school. You know
I'm asking you this question. I want to be specific here.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you. All right? Okay, then. There is, when you're going up, you turn. You come through Benders, you come around by the school fence, you're turning now to go up into where you can go into the entrance of the school. So you turn up, there's a mechanic shop. There's a mechanic shop on the right-hand side. Where does he have the cars parked? On the right-hand side where his shop is, or on the left-hand side going up by the school fence? No. A joke you make, then they have to move now.
No, you know why they keep doing that? Because I don't know nobody trouble them. I don't know nobody go mad the car on them.
So when you're driving into that particular road, where do you go then? Because cars are going to be on the left side on the fence of the school, and you have cars on the right-hand side. How do you go through there? Oh, Lord.
Well,
Everybody got to eat. Everybody got to eat. Everybody have their business to do, and nobody's trying to disrupt anybody's business. But
you don't eat and do the foolishness there.
You know?
You don't eat and do the foolishness there. Because they're not supposed to have all the car parked on the side by the school fence like that. Let me do mechanic work inside the schoolyard.
Oh, okay.
School. Let me just wrap up on the school.
Please, lad.
And Old Palm Road.
Yeah, know.
By grammar school.
Who like that?
They cleaned the drain right there. For over 3 weeks now, all the debris right from the sidewalk. When we drive down there this morning, we can't believe then something till this Sly J. I'm done talk about it.
Wow. I mean,
Sly J, we have to come better than that in this country, Sly J. We have to come better than that. People have to walk in it. You understand? I was so busy this morning, I would stop and take a picture and send it to you.
That is not good.
So we come, wait. I'm married. Bird don't want to come to take them up. I claim I don't want to come take them up. We are paying you to clean the drain. I don't clean the drain. All the debris from the sidewalk. But take them up, man. Right outside the school, outside the grammar school. But take them up.
All right, they will. Don't rise your pressure, please.
But let me tell you this. We're going to wrap up now.
Thank you.
Everyone might have to really tell me news time.
Yeah.
I was at a little function yesterday. And Sly, everybody on Chai Allen case.
What are they on Chai's case for again? What happened? What did he do again?
You know the Dr. Chai, some kind of Dr. Chai Allen?
Yes, he's doctorate of education. Yes, we know.
We know about that.
Well, I know.
But we not talk about that. The people have been saying.
Saying what?
Why Chai Allen not apologize to the chairman of the party and also an elected member, Chet Green? Why people are so silent in that? You on your radio program and you bang Chet Green for nearly 2 hours. An elected member accuse him of things that you don't know.
You know what else I'm thinking about? What just came to my mind, Frankie? If you're so passionate about it, and folks, well, I can't say that folks have not expressed similar sentiments to me. Honest to God, people have. But why don't you open a petition then? Why don't you, you feel so strong about it, and you feel so strongly about it, get a petition that people sign. End the party. Let's see. Jeez.
They have cabinet members, right? Then they can trash out anything in the cabinet. We can invite to work hard and Prime Minister Gaston Brown and Chet Green. When it comes to the work of the party, a Prime Minister Gaston Brown and Chet Green can wait. Let them backload that. And you, as a supporter of the party, you coming up bang the chairman like that.
All right, Frankie. All right, good.
You are support the party and then not Minister. You need to come up apologize to Chet Green. Try Allen.
All right, do what I say. If that you feel so, we can tell that you're passionate about it. Get a petition.
Let me tell you, I'm passionate about it because a senior Labour Party member was at the function yesterday when the topic raised about Try Allen. I'm gonna say, let me tell you something. You scared out yesterday.
Wow.
You know what we like to know? Go and tell Try and apologize to Chet Green. You're a senior member of the party. Gonna tell him that. Try and right for going to the program and do that to Chet Green.
All right. I will see you tomorrow morning. Cool your nerves.
Tomorrow morning.
Save a penny for a rainy day. Save a penny for a rainy day, Frankie.
You gotta apologize before the lesson to read.
Free. Have a good day, Frankie. See you tomorrow morning. Godspeed your life. Wow. 1-on-1. Uno. Remember, 1-on-1. Uno. No matter what. 1-on-1. All right, then. Good. Stay tuned. News is up next year on the TP. Lord.
WTP Radio, 93.5 FM. Coming to you from the biggest village in Little Antigua.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to WTP's news update for Monday, September 7, 2025. I'm your presenter, CJ Derby. A former commissioner of police and previous head of the Criminal Investigation Department in the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda, Ralston Pompey, is raising serious questions about the handling of a recent fatal police shooting, citing discrepancies in evidence and criticizing administrative decisions made by the police leadership. Pompey highlighted what he described as troubling inconsistencies relating to the physical evidence recovered from the scene. The constable gave account of discharging 3 bullets, and what he was issued was tallied with what he returned. Pompey explained, in other words, if you issue 10 rounds of ammunition and you discharge 3, you're supposed to take back 7. But what is strange about the whole thing is that they recovered 4 shells and now they have another constable under scrutiny. Former investigator expressed a particular concern about the police administration's decision to transfer the officer involved in the shooting to the Strategic Service Unit. Pompey, drawing on his experience as a former criminal investigator, underscored the importance of following proper legal procedures in case of fatalities where police are involved. The former commissioner and CID chief has publicly called for the acting commissioner of police to ensure that all relevant information about the case is properly documented and investigated. He stressed that transparency and adherence to established legal procedures are essential for maintaining public confidence in the police force. Dr. Reverend Amos Nkrumah, the Reverend of the Pentecostal International Worship Center located on High Street, is calling for increased community vigilance after what he spoke of a second attempted break-in at his home in the community of Vernons. According to the Reverend, the attempted burglary took place on September 4, 2025 around 1:30 a.m. I heard a noise coming from the entrance. He recounted, when I got up to the living room, I saw a man trying to break down the door with some object. I shouted and he ran. Surveillance footage from nearby properties confirmed the presence of 3 individuals, all masked and partially armed, attempting to enter the home. Before fleeing, the intruders damaged the property's security camera and lights, both at the front and rear entrance. It is not the first time, he stated, that he has been a target. A similar incident occurred previously when his wife was home alone, prompting concerns about repeat offenders. In the face of this unrest, the Reverend emphasized the need for both practical security measures and a deeper societal change. He called on fellow Christians and community members to recognize the spiritual dimensions of crime and to engage more actively in outreach. No injuries were reported and nothing was stolen from the attempted break-in. However, investigations are ongoing and residents are encouraged to remain alert and report suspicious activities to the police. The police are also investigating a report of an attempted robbery that occurred on the evening of September 1 in St. John's. According to reports, the incident took place around 8 p.m. at the intersection of Redcliffe Street and Corn Alley, when a woman who was walking northbound on Corn Alley was approached by an unknown man. The victim reported that she was confronted by a man who demanded money from her. The suspect, described as a male of dark complexion, approximately 5 feet 6 inches in height and of muscular build, was reportedly shirtless and wearing dark pants. He was said to be armed with a knife during the encounter. However, the woman managed to escape and sought safety at a nearby Subway restaurant before contacting authorities. Police officers responded to the scene and conducted a search of the surrounding area. However, they were unable to locate anyone matching the description. The Prime Minister, the Honorable Gaston Brown, made a passionate plea for an Africa-Caribbean Partnership Network to be established. In light of today being Africa-Caribbean Day, PM Brown gave a message to Caribbean and African leaders outlining a relationship in preferential trade, academics, and aviation, calling for at least one weekly flight between Africa and the Caribbean. The Prime Minister departed Antigua and Barbuda on Thursday to attend the second Africa-CARICOM Summit, scheduled to take place from September 6 to September 8, 2025 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The summit convened under the theme Transcontinental Partnership in Pursuit of Reparatory Justice for Africans and People of African Descent through Reparations. It is expected to bring together heads of government from Africa and the Caribbean alongside international partners to advance cooperation in political, economic, social, and cultural sphere. Voting begins today for the 2025 Wow Factor Awards, a ceremony aimed at recognizing those persons who have exhibited exceptional customer service care skills. During an interview on Sunday Forum, Director of the WOW Awards, Lorena Davis-Charles, confirmed that 34 finalists in 12 categories, a more than 50% increase from last year. The certified customer care trainer says the objective is recognizing these individuals who went through quite a thorough process, carries the mission of changing the views of customer service care in Antigua and Barbuda. 3 HR professionals who remained unnamed were tasked with choosing the finalists. She explained that she is pleased to see that the public sector and law enforcement professionals have been among the finalists in the second year of the initiative. First impression matters. That's why Antigua Cruise Port took the step to bring frontline destination ambassadors together for the Cruise Connect, Align, Connect and Grow. This is the theme for the Cruise Excellence Workshop, designed to elevate the destination experience for cruise passengers in the 2025-2026 season. The 2-day workshop opened with remarks from Honorable Charles Max Fernandez, Minister of Tourism, Investment and Economic Development, who celebrated participants from the invaluable role that they play in the cruise industry. I'm really proud of how far we have come with Antigua Cruise Port and the support that the government has placed behind our partnership. We are pleased not only the level of representation that Global Port Holding brings when we engage cruise lines, but also the kind of experience and professionalism they have brought to our port. The sessions were led by international trainers, Ms. Claudine Pohl of Lemon 8, a globally recognized expert in cruise community engagement. Participants including taxi drivers, transport board officials, security personnel, and members of the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda shared a different perspective and explored how professionalism, cultural pride, and hospitality can shape the first impressions for visitors to Antigua and Barbuda. The Rotary Club of Antigua hosted its annual Volunteers Day on Thursday, September 4, at the Fines Institute, reaffirming the club's enduring commitment to service and compassion. This initiative, now in its 4th year, was held as part of the club's 53rd anniversary celebrations under the theme 53 Years of Service, continuing the legacy. As part of the day's activities, the club presented pillows, pillowcases, and personal sanitary items to the residents of the Fines Institute. These items were not only symbolic of comfort and care, but they were also specifically requested by the Institute to address its immediate needs. The pillowcases were carefully crafted through the Rotary Sewing Project. The Rotary Club of Antigua also extended heartfelt appreciation to the sponsors who made the donations possible, ensuring that the elderly residents receive essential support and comfort. Volunteer Day is one of the several activities planned during the club's anniversary week of celebrations, which runs from September 4 to September 10. This week culminates on Wednesday, September 10, marking the Rotary Club of Antigua's official 53rd anniversary of service to the nation. For over 5 decades, the Rotary Club of Antigua has upheld Rotary International motto of service above self, continuing its legacy of empowering communities and uplifting lives across Antigua and Barbuda. A single-story wooden home was destroyed in an early morning fire on Friday, but the sole occupant escaped without injury. The blaze broke out around 6 a.m. on Hawkins Drive in the Casaden Gardens area, prompting an immediate response from the St. John's Fire Station crew, who arrived to find the 11 by 12-foot wooden structure fully engulfed in flames, with its roof already caved in. Water was used from the fire tenders to extinguish the flame. Despite the efforts of firefighters using fire tenders number 19 and number 17, the structure and all its contents were destroyed. The occupant told investigators he was awakened by smoke and flames and managed to run outside to safety. The destroyed home was not connected to electricity and was reportedly not insured. According to the police, the fire also caused damage to the right mirror and indicator of a nearby vehicle. The police are also investigating a fire deemed to be deliberately set that destroyed a storage shed at a Lightfoot West home early Friday morning. The incident occurred around 3:30 a.m. on September 5, when suspects used fuel to set fire to the building, destroying furniture tools and electrical equipment worth several $100s. Investigators found evidence that the perpetrators also set fire to building materials in the property yard. While forensic specialists processed the scene for evidence, police interviewed several people but have not obtained any useful information. Anyone with information, you're asked to contact the police. 4 men appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Dexter Wayson in the District C Magistrate Court in Barbuda last week and was sentenced after pleading guilty to various charges. Majid Thomas faced charges of being armed with an offensive weapon and wounding. He pleaded guilty to both charges and was reprimanded and discharged. Althea Ned was charged with battery after being involved in an altercation with another individual. She pleaded guilty and was reprimanded and discharged. Ivan Corral faced charges of driving without a valid driver's license and driving while not covered by insurance. He pleaded guilty to both charges. On the charge of driving without license, he was reprimanded and discharged, but was fined $2,500 for the uninsured driving charge, which would be paid immediately or serve 30 days at His Majesty's prison. Gregory Thomas faced charges of driving without a valid driver's license and driving while not covered by insurance. He pleaded guilty to both charges. On the first charge, he was reprimanded and discharged, but also fined $2,500 on the second count. He was ordered to pay the fine immediately or also serve 20 days in His Majesty's prison. Originally in Jamaica, a celebratory motorcade hosted on Saturday by Jamaican Labour Party JLP in Trelawney Norton Member of Parliament-elect Tova Hamilton took a tragic turn when one of the participants was seriously injured in a motorcycle accident. Reports are that the man was riding his motorcycle towards Falmouth when he collided with a Toyota Voxy minibus at the Falmouth exit near the overhead bridge. A witness said the driver of the Voxy had just exited the North Coast Highway and was attempting to make a turn towards Falmouth when the accident occurred. The man was rushed to the Falmouth Hospital where he was admitted. An investigation by the police is ongoing. And internationally, the United States Customs and Immigration Enforcement Agency says officers from its enforcement and removal operations in Boston, Massachusetts, have deported a Jamaican criminal fugitive and alleged child rapist who was illegally residing in Stamford, Connecticut. According to ICE, on Thursday, officials from its Boston police deported Albert George Davis, age 59, to Jamaica and turned him over to authorities there, who had sought his arrest for the rape of a child in 2020. Albert George Davis fled to Connecticut in an apparent attempt to avoid prosecution for the disturbing victimization of a child in Jamaica, said ERO Boston Deputy Field of Office Director David Wrestling. He had been hiding in our country for over 5 years. ICE said Davis entered the U.S. lawfully in New York City on June 14, 2020 on a non-immigrant visa. On July 1, 2020, Jamaican authorities issued a warrant for Davis' arrest for the offense of rape and sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16. The U.S. State Department subsequently revoked Davis' non-immigrant visa. ICE said officers from its Boston Hartford field office arrested Davis in Stamford, Connecticut on May 29, 2024 and placed him into removal proceedings. On March 4, 2025, a U.S. Department of Justice immigration judge ordered ICE removed from the U.S. to Jamaica. You've been listening to WTP's News Update. Do join us each and every weekday for an updated edition of the news. I have been your presenter, CJ Derby. Please stay tuned for the weather report. Good morning.
Here's a look at the weather forecast for Antigua and Barbuda, valid from 8 a.m. today, Monday the 8th of September, 2025, up to 8 a.m. tomorrow, Tuesday the 9th of September, 2025. A relatively stable atmosphere will prevail across the area today. However, available moisture associated with a low-level trough could trigger shower activity by tonight. Therefore, conditions today are expected to be partly cloudy with a 40% or moderate chance of showers, while conditions for tonight will be cloudy with a 70% or a high chance of showers. The winds will be easterly at 17 to 30 kilometers per hour or 10 to 18 miles per hour, and sea conditions will be 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. The rainfall total for the month of September at the airport is 18.6 millimeters or 0.73 inch. The overnight minimum temperature for Antigua and Barbuda was 23 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The forecast maximum temperature for Antigua and Barbuda for today is 33 degrees Celsius or 91 degrees Fahrenheit. And the forecast minimum temperature for Antigua and Barbuda for tonight is 23 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun will set today at 6:15 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 5:54 a.m. This is Patricia Edwards for Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service at the VC Bird International Airport.
This is WTP Radio, 93.5 FM, coming to you from the biggest village in Little Antigua.
Hard worker. This one from the dagger. Ay, 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 yo. The other day I was talking to my course mate Robbie. Them promotions taking place, not for you or for me. What is the criteria so that we can go further? Do some extracurricular and become a hard worker. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker. To add to that, my brother, you got to be a plumber joiner. Here's a service alone can't do. A godfather might work for you. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker. For years we've been observing some people they promoting, doing some extracurricular, some plumbers and joiners. So fishing and carpentry, them things they can't work for we. So if we want to get promotion, we have to join the association. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker. To add to that, my brother, you got to be a plumber joiner. Years of service alone can't do. A godfather might work for you. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker. Ay, 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 So I asked my partner Robbie what we will be doing after further analyzing how promotion going. Will we join the association just to get a promotion? Forget extracurricular and be a good police officer. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker. To add to that, my brother, you got to be a plumber joiner. Years of service alone can't do. A godfather might work for you. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker. To excel in the police force, you got to be a hard worker.
Well, that is the Dogger, and he's coming up in the Calypso competition. Yes, the Police Week Calypso competition comes up on a Wednesday night. Oh, my goodness, that's going to be a real... I have some more Let me hear this one. Check this one out. My police officers are getting on bad, and they love this time of the year, Police Week, when they get a chance to talk their mind and says they like and how they feel. Listen.
Sharon, sit, talk to me, tell me what kind of nonsense is this I hearing? I was inside washing my hair when the bad news fly past me, air and for breath I gasping. I hear you were raped on a date by your boss, and police here doing nothing.
Wow.
I hear he kicked and beat you. Please tell me this is not true. My sister say something. I declare in war to any man who takes advantage of girls. I will go face to face with all of them and bring justice back in this world. I will push respect for all women and make sure every man must know sentence is death to pay. If you ignore that no means no. No means no. Tell me which part I know. You really don't understand. No means no. You have to respect her wish. Remember she have a man. Her dignity she will keep. Like your conscience gone to sleep. Your cash and promise not so sweet. You will get defeat. No means no. Why you forcing she? Why you want she feel shame? No means no. Then you laugh with your friends and scandalize she good name. With sackcloth and ashes I will go. So everybody must know that no means no.
Lady Ace Pooper. She says no means no. What about that you don't understand but say no? Well, Lord.
Sharon said that she beg and she plead, but his eyes filled with greed and promise promotion. She screamed and told him to stop. He fight, she don't get on top. What a commotion. She thought she would have died. She explained and she cried with tears long like the ocean. Went to station and gave her case, and the police screw up his face and preached prostitution. I declare the time has come for every woman's voice to be won. We go fight together each day and night till this evil here is undone. No one should live in fear of life, and justice we will bestow. Sentence is death to pay if you ignore that no means no. No means no. Tell me which part I know. You really don't understand. No means no. You have to respect her wish. Remember she have a man. Her dignity she will keep. Like your conscience gone to sleep. Your cash and promise not so sweet. You will get defeat. No means no. Why you forcing she? Why you want she feel shame? No means no. Then you laugh with your friends and scandalize she good name. With sackcloth and ashes I will go. So everybody must know that no means no.
Promise promotion. Hey, tell you how they love Police Week. Oh, yes, that was Lady Ace there for you, one of the female Calypsonian police. You hear them, they can drop some kind of one. Cause when the song begin, you know, you wonder, Lord, I wonder who she talk about or where she. And from the time she say, and you have people make comments and they go, they make comments say, Lordy trick she. Oh, you know, he say he and not. Okay. All right then, yes. He what? He tricked her? He will meet it for sure? Oh, Jesus. I tell you, okay. That is going to be, I look forward for that Calypso competition. It's going to be, oh my goodness, you know how Police Week Jay's going to behave. I'm sure that you're smart enough to know that. Anyways, got plenty more to come. Stay tuned to hear the buzz is up next here on WTP FM and more of our Police Calypsos to play. So you keep on listening and get to know them and will come and see them vie for that coveted title. Now, today, I'm going to give you some healthy lentil soup today. Then I also have some garden salad, some pasta salad, cucumber salad, and some carrots and some beets. I have red rice and beans. I have turmeric couscous. I have roasted butternut today. And I'm going to throw in some vegetable medley, some black eye peas stew today, and savory no beef stew. Lentil sticks and kick sticks today at the Garden Cafe by Veggie World, where great taste meets nutrition, children. Yes, we do wraps and we do salad bowls. You call 727-4437 and hook us up. 727-4437. All right, my children? Good. Now, let's see what my niece Latoya Local Cuisine is mustering up today, Monday morning. For lunch, well, her beef lasagna with garlic bread and garden salad today. Ooh, that goes like hotcakes. Stewed pork today, stewed oxtail. Baked chicken wings and Creole local fish. Black-eyed peas rice. Black-eyed bean rice. We have potato pie, vegetable chow mein today, corn on the cob, fried plantain, yes. We have coleslaw with cranberries, and we also have garden salad. All right, good. And Shaka, how are you, son? Happy birthday to you from all of us at Latoya Local Cuisine. Call 734-8578 today, or if you want to WhatsApp, it's 720-5471. All right, good. La 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 la. Who else is in there now? Today's Monday, so Ounces Ice Cream Parlor and Grill is closed as we make sure that everything is fresh and clean for tomorrow when we open up, well sanitized, etc., etc., etc. I know that Wadadley Jess Best Chicken is open today, and their menu, I had me some ackee and saltfish, and I had me some mackerel too, a mixture, and I had me some fungi and some of that steamed veg that he does. Not he, that she does. Mrs. Matthew does. Why do we always want to put Leon in front like he's the chef and he's a cook? Check him out, number 20 inside of the vegetable market, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow morning right here on WTP FM, children. Have yourselves a beautiful day, you know. And just before I go, I got to let you know that we're having a blowout sale right now. We as in Jews on Sir George Walter Highway, where you can get the absolute best price on half-inch steel and form ply at the blowout sale that we have going on now. Wales in Antigua, you can get half-inch steel for $3,599.99 a bundle, and form ply for $112.99 a sheet. Wait. Nowhere else but Jews, my children. And I forgot to know, don't forget that we have the best price in T111, 3/8 and 5/8, and the beaded plywood as well. So we're going to do but call. Right. Give you a number. Hold on. Me come with the number, man. Look here. You have a pen? You have black lead? Let's go. 729-3397. 729-3397 or 729-1210. 1210. You got them? You know, follow up on the Facebook or Instagram. Oh, man, we are Jews. Look at your face. You look so happy. That's why they call us the happy place. Jews on St. George Walter Highway. See your man in Magandhi side.
This is WTP Radio, 93.5 FM, coming to you from the biggest village in Little Antigua.
Rain is a gift. Let's use it wisely. Set up a rainwater collection system to clean your home and water your garden. It's free, sustainable, and a great way to conserve the water supply. Let's